Hi guys, my name's Jack Slynn and I'm an executive property consultant at the HH Property Investment Group. What I wanted to do today is I wanted to jump on and talk to you about a subject that's really been, it's topical and it's really been bothering me at the minute because we can do so much about it. Obviously with everything that's going on in the world with the pandemic at the minute and obviously the economic recession that we're inevitably going into, I think it's really important that we talk about what are we doing for ourselves and making sure that our own performance and output doesn't decline as a result of external factors. So basically what I wanted to talk about is, what is a recession first of all? So a recession is where you, in terms of economics, is two consecutive negative outputs in terms of quarters. So January to March and then April to June are both the GDP falls and declines. So, and how does that apply to us? So as a person, we have our own output, whether that's every week, every month, the way that you monitor it, we have our own output. And if there's something that's happening externally in terms of this pandemic and we're not able to do that output, it's very easy for us to switch off and go into our own recession. So we go from growing, whether that's in the job, whether that's in the gym, whether that's doing whatever it is, meeting friends, to now we're in the self-isolation zone and we're going into everybody's going into their own recession. And I think it's really important that we try as best to get out of our own recession and make sure that we're continuously growing and making sure that we've got the positive output. And obviously the reason for this is Corona. Now, I just want to ask a couple of questions and I just want to do a couple of examples. Is, look, you've got with the pandemic, it's give you an option. In the morning, you can either get up and at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and you could probably get away with it with your job, or some people won't even be working. So you can get up right to like 12 o'clock. Now, when you get up, you can also choose to go to the gym. Or do some exercise. So you can't go to the gym, but you can do some exercise. Now, you can choose to do that for 1 hour, or you can do a long walk for 4 or 5 hours. That's, again, up to you. And the third one I would pose is on an evening. It's very easy for us to have tea and then go lie on the sofa and watch Netflix and other programs and other films that are on at the minute. Or can we get online and research something that we're interested about and learn in this period? So, for example, myself, I've set myself my own COVID-19 plan to make sure that I don't fall into my own personal recession. So I'm doing certain tasks at certain points through the day to make sure that when we're in this period, we're not falling into our own recession, and it's so important. So what I wanted to say to you is I just wanted to mention a quote as well from Tyson Fury about the health aspects of it as well. Obviously, the government are saying we've got to self-isolate. I appreciate we've got to do some physical exercise to get the physical health side keep going. But what about our mental health? How does the mental health affect this? And Tyson Fury, one of quote, he says, "I dread Sundays. Every Sunday I come, I'm absolutely suicidal, whether I'm in camp or at home." And the reason that he's in that, and then that's an extreme case, and Tyson Fury is one of the best athletes in the world at elite level right now. And obviously we know that he's been through a lot in terms of mental health. But the reason that I want to get that in, and it's so powerful, is because guess what he does on a Sunday? His own output declines. It goes from Monday to Saturday of positive output, and then on a Sunday it goes to negative output and rest. And that's not the way he is. That's not the way that we all are. We're all bred to be positive output and making sure that we're striving to get to the next level, and we're learning all the time, whether that's reading books, whether that's watching video courses, whether that's just making a new group and network online that you can discuss things with. There's so many different options, but it's key that we keep the positive output going. We need to keep the positive output going. And we've seen like gym people getting online and doing home workouts, which is brilliant. There's so many opportunities. Just make sure you don't fall into your own recession. If you want to, I'd love to know your views on it. If you've got any views, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, just get in touch and let me know and how you, if you're struggling with it, and if you're not struggling, what are you doing to make sure that you're consistently producing positive output.